Hello, everyone. Um, I'm here to talk about uh, episode 5 of WandaVision. And now, first off, I have to come to a, a few things. My name is Lee Silver because my family has WandaVision. I mean, Disney Plus on out in the Hamptons. I have not actually seen any of the WandaVision episodes in full. But I have seen other people's live reactions to it, and I know the main things that have happened in said episodes. And I'm going to, and that is what I'm basing my reaction review on here. Okay, I'm 43 years old, so I grew up in the 1980s. Born in late 1977. So like I say, I grew up in the 1980s. So I remember Family Ties, Growing Pains, The Cosby Show, Roseanne, Full House, which, when you think about it, only spent one more year in the 90s than the 80s. So them not referencing, then not having Elizabeth Olsen actually, doing any reference to Full House, even though her sisters, were on the show, which reminds me again that I'm old. Is what I'm thinking. But so let me get to the big thing, the ending of the episode. We see it's Pietro, but not Pietro because it's X-Men Pietro. Now, I think, personal opinion, that this is Mephisto dressed up as Pietro, because I've seen a scene in episode 6, and the Halloween one, which takes place mostly in the. Looks like it takes place in the early 90s. Of course, for half the episode, when Elizabeth Olsen is dressed up in that raggedy T-shirt, she looks like she's on Roseanne, which came out in the late 80s and early 90s, and went into all the way to the late 90s. However, what we call it? When the things came, when the credits came running at the end of the thing, I liked how they quickly swing back, because that in the 1980s is how most sitcoms credits would roll. They would be that size, and they would scroll up that fast. Meanwhile, and all the the entrance to the beginning, where it looks like Family Tie, or looks like just Family Ties and Growing Pains. Oh, I forgot who's who was the boss earlier in the early in the 80s, montages of family sitcoms. But I just think that it's very interesting. I do not think that Wanda is actually controlling everything. I think it's the Pietro guy, whether it's Mephisto or not. I think he's the mastermind behind all of it because Pietro is dead. We saw it. He had to die because they wanted to use, um, you know, the character in two different franchises, and they did so, which is why it's incredibly clever to now that the one thing that came out, the one good thing about this near monopoly thing that Disney now has is that we get this for television. So this is good. The near monopoly that Disney is becoming not so good, but this is good. By the way, the recasting a character is something that has also been done in a sitcom, although that was mostly in the 1960s with Darren in Bewitched, which is actually like referenced in the 60s episode, early 60s episode, maybe late 50s. Although in the real world here, one thinks one's living in some version of the Twilight Zone these days. But that's a whole other topic. Anyway, I would I just wanted to come in here and give you, my thoughts on on the matter. Like I said, I don't think Wanda is the number one villain of this, although she's controlling something about it. And although I did like the Lagos for accidents that you weren't even trying to make, like it, and apparently it's a tribute, as one as either Looper or Grunge pointed out. It's a tribute to the Bounty Quicker Picker Upper commercials with Nancy Walker in it. And if you don't remember those commercials, please go to YouTube and type in Nancy Walker Bounty commercials. You can do that. That's it. Tell me below what you liked and what you didn't like. Bye.